This week on commandN, Paris Hilton for president, Wi-Fi in the sky, and how to eat your feelings. Our first headline this week is all about the Olympics. A bunch of publications are saying that the best place to go online to watch coverage of the Olympics is NBC. They have an Olympic site that is going to offer up 22 hours of live coverage, which is pretty extensive. So good for anyone out there who's wondering where they should go. And of course, there's going to be lots of people out there who are protesting the Olympics, and there are lots of places for them to go as well.
Hope Team Canada does well this year, bring home some gold.
Yes, we hope they do well. I think the Canadian women's soccer team has already won a game or two, so that's very good news. And that's the only piece of sports news you'll ever hear me say, because I just happened to hear it. It was a total coincidence, and I feel very ashamed that I'm trying to be a sports fan. Anyhow, in other news that is a little more entertaining, Paris Hilton.
Yes, so last week, John McCain did a video where he accused Barack Obama of being a celebrity and questioned his ability to be able to lead this country.
He's the biggest celebrity in the world. But is he ready to lead?
He actually compared him to Britney Spears and Paris Hilton.
Not good.
Which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it, but okay, we'll go with the old dude on this one, fine. The funny thing is that Paris Hilton, with the help of the guys at funnyordie.com, released a parody video where she basically talks about her energy policy and what she would do if she was elected president. And she's in a bathing suit and she's on a lounge chair, and it's actually quite funny.
Hey America, I'm Paris Hilton and I'm a celebrity too. Only I'm not from the olden days, and I'm not promising change like that other guy.
When I first saw it, I wanted to hate it. It was one of those things where, I was watching it and I thought, oh, I hate Paris Hilton. And then I started to laugh, and I was kind of hiding myself from that as well. But she did a good job, and I'm sure she had some good writers behind that as well. So you have to see it. You have to check it out. It's definitely good for a laugh or two. Now, in other news for people who are making it big online, there's an online newsletter called Daily Candy that was acquired by Comcast for $125 million.
Can't even believe that.
I can't believe it. And I remember when this newsletter came out, and they have a big, big following. I never expected that they would do this well. I'm obviously so happy for them. But you don't hear about newsletters really doing that well online and getting sold for that much money. So I think that might be a first.
That's an incredible feat for them. I mean, to come in an age where everything's so interactive and to kind of bring it old school almost back to the newsletter, I mean, good for them.
Yeah, they did a great job. And we also know of a video site that had some good news this week as well.
Yes, Rocket Boom had some very exciting news. Sony has acquired the exclusive global distribution rights for Rocket Boom, and they're going to push it on several platforms, PS3, PSP, and also their video, their online video platform, which is called Crackle.
Oh, it's a great site.
They're rumored to have done the deal for 7 figures. So congratulations to Andrew Bear, because that is a lot of money. But it takes Rocket Boom to an entirely, it's a next stage for them, next stage of their evolution, and it's great to see really good online content get rewarded.
That's great news. Now, I don't know this next piece of news if it's good or bad. I'm not totally excited about it, but Delta has announced that they're going to be offering Wi-Fi on their flights, so you can get Wi-Fi for $9.95 if the flight is 3 hours or less, or $12.95 if the flight is over 3 hours. Now, a couple of years ago, if you told me they had Wi-Fi on flights, I'd say that's amazing. But now I almost look at a flight as an opportunity to kind of read a book, maybe watch a movie, just kind of relax a little bit. So I'm not totally thrilled about it. I don't know what you think.
I think they're going to definitely have to make some new rules of engagement for people using this type of stuff, because I know that you travel a lot, and so do I, and to sit on an 8-hour flight next to some guy who's on Skype, having a business deal or breaking up with his girlfriend or something terrible, that would just be the worst flight ever. So I'm hoping that there'll be some rules set in place, because I know when I lived in France, you can't talk on your cell phone when you're sitting on a train. You actually have to go to a special, cell phone car. So
maybe they have to go to the lavatory to speak on Skype and just stay in there. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be in charge.
Best conference ever.
Exactly. Now, some bad news, for people who are using Twitter, but hopefully there's ways to overcome it.
Yes, Kaspersky Labs has found a Twitter account that its sole purpose is to pass along a virus. So what it is, it's a fake profile, and it's the person, it's a woman, obviously, a fake woman, and she's saying she has a link to some let's just say adult content. And should you be tempted by this adult content and click on the link, it pulls up what looks like an Adobe Flash download, which is a fake. It's actually a Trojan file that ends up masquerading as an MP3 file on your computer and steals information off of your machine. So be very, very careful. And there's a couple of ways that you can get around it. You can protect your Twitter feed so that people have to ask for your approval. You can approve who follows you on Twitter. You can disengage your auto follow status, so if someone follows you, doesn't automatically mean that you will follow them back. And more importantly, just take a look at the people who are following you. If you go to someone's profile and they're following 8,000 people and they only have 3 people following them and the quality of their tweets aren't necessarily the best, then I would probably take a pass on that person.
Yeah, and I think the same old rules apply. If you don't know what you're clicking on and it seems very enticing and very exciting, then you probably should not click.
Don't click the dirties. Nothing good can come of it.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur. Now, Apple's done a pretty good job about dominating the portable music player market, but unfortunately iPods are tied pretty closely to iTunes. And people with multiple computers can have a lot of reasons why they might want to get music off of their iPod onto their computer. Unfortunately, iTunes is set up only to work the other way. Now, there's a few different solutions to this. Obviously, this has been put in place to help prevent copyright infringement, but there's a lot of legitimate reasons why you might want to do this. So the old school method for traditional iPods is to enable disk use in iTunes, and if you browse around your iPod, you'll find your song files and you'll be able to drag and drop them to your desktop or wherever you want them. However, this isn't a very elegant solution, and it doesn't work with iPhones or the new iPod Touch. Now, if you're on Windows or Linux machines, YamiPod is a great solution for the non-touch iPods, and it lets you do exactly that, copy the music from your iPod onto your computer. And although YamiPod is available for Mac, I prefer Synuity. I've been using Synuity for ages on my Mac, and it works great. I'd change a couple things about the interface maybe, but other than that, it's really the application of choice for a Macintosh. Now, one thing I like about both of these apps is that they let you copy playlists all at once. So instead of having to copy your songs one at a time and then regroup them, reorder them into playlists, it's just pretty much a one-click process to get your playlist off of here and onto your computer. Another great thing about Synuity is that it will allow you, at least in the latest beta versions, to copy tunes off of your iPhone or iPod Touch onto your computer. You can do this in Windows with the Winamp iPod plugin, and there's various ways to do this in Windows or Linux if you're willing to jailbreak your iPhone. So I'm not going to get into that right now. But in doing research for this segment, I found a great article on Lifehacker that goes through all of these solutions and some more, has some great tips in the comments that you should read through, and we'll put those in the show notes. That's all for now. I'm Jeff MacArthur. Enjoy.
And now it's time for our web picks of the week, and you'll notice that we've switched jackets. So
The traveling sisterhood of the jacket.
the Puma jacket gets to wander around among the hosts. It's a new routine we just put into play. It's very exciting.
It's magic.
It's magic. Now for my web pick, this is a little bit of magic as well. It's called Freedom, and it's a free Mac download, although they do take money, so you can donate if you really like it. And the idea behind Freedom is that it's for people who feel as though they're not getting any work done because they're connected to the internet. So what Freedom does is it actually disconnects you from any internet connection on your computer for a set amount of time. It's a way that you can force yourself to actually disconnect. And I'm going to start using it because I have to say that with all the tools out there like Twitter and Facebook and emails, it takes way longer to get anything done. So what's your web pick?
My web pick is cookthink.com, which is a very cool recipe search engine site that lets you search for recipes either based on the ingredients in your fridge, your mood, certain type of cuisine, or even something seasonal. So you can say, I feel like, comfort food, and I've got some potatoes in my fridge, and it should be something Italian, and it would sort of search its database and pull out the perfect recipe for you. So.
Oh, that's good. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a really good macaroni and cheese recipe.
that makes you feel
Yeah, just like comfort food
happy.
once in a while. Not yet because it's still summertime, but into the fall and winter, I think, you know, a good macaroni and cheese recipe would be a great thing.
Well, let me know if you try it out. I'll come over.
Yeah, you'll come over. You don't want to eat my cooking, actually. That'd be a bad idea. Now remember, if you have any comments, you can leave them at commandN.tv. And Rahaf, they can find you online.
At the Foush, the FOUSH.com.
And thank you so much for joining us. Next week I'm going to be in Vegas, so we'll have a show, at least one show or two from Vegas, and hopefully Rahaf will come back and join us soon enough, and we'll find Will. It's like, you know, where's Waldo, where's Will? I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. And if we ever do a promo, that needs to be like in it.
Don't click the dirties,
Don't click
yeah.
the dirties. Okay.